Namaste, Mitron. Welcome back to Movie Community College. Marinam Tish, hey, the Warrior Queen.
I still have the giggles from the last video.
Yes, you do. That's
this
true.
This video is brought to you by Dr. Squatch. Feel like a man, smell like a champion.
Okay. I think I should just take over from here because I feel like you're ready to lose it. You're not composed.
That lady was crazy.
Yes, so we have another video here, and this one is also Karolina Goswami. And this is why the world needs India so badly right now. Let's see.
The heartbreaking scenes of thousands of migrant workers walking for hundreds of kilometers to reach their home was enough to unsettle anyone, as we know that a strong and well-functioning India is absolutely required if the coronavirus has to be eradicated globally. Yes, there is absolutely no way for the world to defeat this situation without India's help and involvement. The global pharmaceutical supply chain heavily relies on India, as 25% of all medicines in the UK are sourced from India. In Europe, India accounts for 26% of generic drug imports. 40% of generic drugs taken by Americans are made in India. And India's massive pharmaceutical industry is the source of more than 50% of global demand for various vaccines. Not only that, in 2016, India was the top supplier to the United Nations with $804 million sales in pharmaceuticals and medical services. Despite that India currently has a limited number of coronavirus cases, experts say that there is a risk for a disruption in the global drug supply chain if the infection rises in India. It is obvious that India will first want to look after its own people.
As every nation should.
In times such as these, overdependence on China for raw materials might be very tricky, and that is why India has already taken the measures to increase its domestic production of raw materials for its pharmaceutical drug production. All over the world, at the front line, it is the doctors and nurses who are going to win this battle for us. From the Middle East and Europe to America, Indians are playing a key role.
Yeah, it does.
India is the top supplier of doctors to both the UK and the USA. Indian companies have already launched a development initiative to discover the vaccine that can contain the novel coronavirus. Serum Institute of India, which is the world's biggest manufacturer of vaccines by number of doses produced, has signed a joint venture with US company Codagenix to work on a coronavirus cure. The Ahmedabad-based Zydus Cadila is also trying to develop a vaccine. Many Indian companies, businessmen and philanthropic institutions are also helping other countries survive the crisis. For example, Indian startup Oyo Hotels, which is founded by Ritesh Agarwal, has offered free stay to doctors and nurses in America. In times when there is so much financial uncertainty, Swapnil Agrawal, whose Nitya Capital owns and manages nearly 20,000 apartments in America, has assured his 800 employees that they are going to receive their salaries on time.
Great.
Homeless in America, for whom practicing social distancing can be challenging, are also being helped, and in New York it was reported that 6 prepared and packed more than 30,000 meals for those who are in self-isolation. Back in India, the situation is also very challenging, but various individuals and institutions have come forward in so many ways. India's DRDO has transferred the expertise and technology of the critical medical supplies, sanitizer, ventilator, N99 masks and bodysuits to private players. Also, in an important breakthrough, it has successfully tested a multi-patient ventilator. Through this innovation, several patients can be supported by a single ventilator. On the other hand, Mahindra & Mahindra is also developing an automated version of a bag valve mask ventilator, which is going to cost only about $100.
Incredible.
In Tamil
That's
Nadu,
great.
a startup is using drones to spray disinfectant, and a Pune-based startup, MyLab Discovery Solutions, is ready with a diagnostic kit which can screen and detect the infection within 2.5 hours. If the isolation centers and hospitals run out of space, Indian Railways have also come up with an intelligent solution to convert the train coaches into isolation wards. All of this sounds very optimistic, but it doesn't mean that it is going to be an easy ride for India. Just a couple of days ago, it was not able to successfully predict the migrant situation, and this is only the beginning. In this global fight, it is important that India looks after itself well so that it can also be prepared to serve other nations which are going to depend on India's vaccines and affordable drugs. After all, India is known as the pharmacy of the world, and it is time to rise to the occasion. See you again.
So one of the things that I appreciate so much about videos like this is that
There was no fear mongering.
well, not only was there no fear mongering, but countries like America and India have common ideas on how to fight things like this. Karolina pointed out how India was caught off guard with, the migrants. And America has been caught off guard with some things too. Nobody ever anticipated facing a situation like this. So it's natural that, you would be caught off guard on some things. But both India and America are doing things that are massively innovative to help not only their own citizens, but other countries.
So is Israel.
Yes, and
Why
so
is it?
I would like to point out, yes, Israel,
democracy.
India, America, we are democratic countries. We care about our citizens and we care about other people.
Let freedom ring from shore to shore.
So one of the things that she pointed out is about generic
How
drugs.
great our channel is.
She pointed out about generic drugs and how many of them are produced in India. So everybody has undoubtedly heard of the malaria drug, which is also a lupus drug, hydroxychloroquine. It's been around in America for over 60 years. It's a generic drug. It's very easily produced. Brand name Plaquenil over here in America. So Israel has donated to America 16 million doses. And guess who else our president has talked to about procuring large doses of hydroxychloroquine? His good pal, Prime Minister Modi. And of course, India should tend to their own citizens first. That's exactly what America has been doing. And Germany has been doing that. No country should be scorned for looking after their own citizens first. That is your responsibility and your duty. But to the extent that you can take care of your own citizens and then help others, like America's doing and like India's doing and like Israel is doing, that's what you should do.
That's what you should do.
So, yes, there are going to be bumps in the road, but we are going to get through it. And just like India, just like Israel, America will also get through it victoriously.
The three of us.
This will be done.
The three of us.
And as far as time goes and the scheme of time, this will be done sooner rather than later.
Yes.
So, bye, friends.
Bye. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and please check out our internet radio station, darkskyradio.com. Again, that's darkskyradio.com. We got great talk shows. We play some music. You will be thoroughly entertained. Peace and much love.